So we're having a night.
It's a night on Wheel Nerds. Most of the time we edit this stuff out. That's part of the live experience, kids.
Most of the time it's not this bad.
Fuck it. No. God, this is a particularly bad night. Which is funny because we moved to like the huge beefy computer. And it still fucking didn't work.
Was that your huge beefy computer?
The red one is the big boy, yes.
Do you use it for anything besides video games?
No.
Yeah.
Not really. Similarly, the green one. What's the green one for? I record Wheel Nerds on it, and basically it.
Yeah.
I have like 4 computers, and each one has exactly one job.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
I guess we should start recording.
No one's even connected, so, you know, we could just do a show. So much for the live interaction.
Well, they'll come along.
John Joe's just gave up.
Yep. No more John. All right. Let's do this thing. Hi, and welcome to Wheel Nerds. This is episode 192. I'm Todd.
Didn't I say that already?
Shut up. Quit time traveling.
We're going to be what?
We're going to be talking about motorcycles?
Maybe.
Possibly.
Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah. These things are never certain.
Yeah.
Around here.
So I see we're getting messages, but we don't see if people actually showing up. But we're getting texts or comments. Mm-hmm. Except for John, who gave up.
Well, Wheel Nerds is attempting to live stream. It's going...
We're only...
Not really very well.
40 minutes late, John, you pussy.
Yeah. Something like that.
We have not really figured that. We haven't really got to the internet yet.
No. We're working slowly in the direction. You know what? I'm going to need more mead.
Yeah. We had
okay, Ro. The second mead is a lot better than the first mead.
Okay.
The wildflower mead, a lot better than the mead. The cherry
Chipotle
mead.
Cherry.
The Chipotle.
Black pepper.
It's already making my mouth not work good. This is going to be like episode 2 all over again.
How many of those have you had?
Just the one. But you know me and my stomach thing. Doesn't take much.
Okay.
So this week is a live show.
Yeah.
It's the Halloween Spook Tech
Live-ish.
Live. Yeah, most of you are watching this after the fact. What
yeah.
are you going to do?
If you still listen to us.
If you listen to us at all after this. Yes. Yes, indeed. I'm happy to report that I am able to shift a motorcycle again, Chuck.
Can you ride it?
Not the two-wheeler. Putting my foot down just seems scary.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it sounds like it would hurt. So I've been riding the sidecar rig around. But
how's it? Because you just hurt yourself crawling around on the floor.
Yeah.
So how's it feel riding around on this?
Every shift is an adventure. Not gonna lie. Every time I have to shift up, I'm like, oh god, okay, gotta work up to it. Fortunately, the Bandit, if you don't mind like sounding like a jackass, you really only have to get to second gear to get to my office.
Okay.
Yeah, and you could technically do it all in first gear, but you know the first gear's awful snatchy on the bike. Yeah. A lot of chirping tires.
I thought that was fun.
Yeah, I agree. Don't get me wrong. You know, there's something really pleasing about doing a 180-degree burnout without any particular effort at all. Yeah. But you know.
Okay then.
Yeah. So I was just with relatively little pain, I can shift a bike up and down.
I've been driving.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
don't have a car. Is the thing.
Yeah.
So
if you had a car, what would you do?
I'd be driving it.
You'd be driving.
Oh, God. Are you kidding me? you have an experience. You have an experience making hard decisions. So your decision is like, should I upshift? It's really gonna hurt to upshift. I don't think I want to upshift. I'm just gonna right down the road here. You know what? I'll be there in no time. It'll be fine.
Maybe you could tie a string to it.
You know,
tie a string.
Don't think that hasn't crossed my mind.
Chink.
I went so far as to go online and look at electric shifters.
Wow.
Yeah, it hurt so bad last week. Last week, I kid you not, I drove all the way from the traffic light at the top of the hill to my house in first gear. And at one point, I was going like 45 miles an hour. I mean, fortunately, the Bandit is, you know, it goes plenty fast.
Sure.
In basically any gear. Unsafe at any speed.
Yeah.
But,
well, you are.
Apparently. 12 miles an hour is a little much for me. But yeah.
And the foot's, is it better?
It's better. It's better. For the folks on the live stream, we're going to show it. Look, no bruising. See? No disgusting bruises.
Where were the bruises?
Mostly. Bruises were around.
Is that bruising there?
Okay, that's bruising actually that you can see there. So it's still there. The bruising looks like a bathtub ring around the foot. You can start from second in the Bandit really easy. Yeah.
So it's been
like a little careful clutch work.
2 weeks?
3.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
Wow, that bone bruising sucks.
It sucks balls. I'm still waiting for the bill to come too, which I am expecting also will completely suck.
Now, are you covered by?
I'm gonna be so no I'm gonna be the state has a policy for when you're doing stuff with them.
Okay.
Basically, it's whatever my out of pocket is, their insurance will do. Joke's on them because my insurance sucks ass. So it's gonna be a big one.
Okay, so it's like a gap.
It's a gap type of deal, So I'll get whatever is not covered by my insurance, which is basically going to be everything because my insurance is horrible.
Right.
The state will come up with.
Oh, here's a fun thing about insurance.
Oh yes.
Up until about 2 weeks ago, my ex-wife was still in my dental. Apparently, telling them that we're divorced and she shouldn't be on my insurance.
It's not good enough.
It's not good enough.
No, heavens, no.
It was good enough for my health insurance.
Sure.
But not for my dental.
You have to, prove you're divorced?
Yeah, I had to send a divorce decree.
Take this person off my policy?
Yeah.
But, really?
Yeah.
Do that?
And know what happened when it did that? They took the divorce decree, they looked at it, they're like, okay, you're divorced. By the way, you now owe us a ton of money for her dental work. And you better pay up now, sucker, because you've got 15 days before it goes to collections.
Fucking hell. Wow, dude.
Right?
Wow, dude.
Yeah. So fortunately, and this will be the nicest thing I ever say about her, she is a nice person. So when I called her up and explained to her what was going on, she was like, okay, let's make it right.
Okay. All right. Okay. Wow, dude.
Yeah. Right?
Wow.
I'm like,
damn.
Collections is like, well, yeah, these charges are from back 2014.
Yeah.
You were way late.
You're bad. You're wicked bad.
I am a bad person.
You're a terrible person, Chuck. You are the worst.
So I'm like, okay, here's some money.
Yee.
And it's not even like she had huge stuff done. It was like, cleanings and shit.
Sure, yeah, but every cleaning is a couple $100 if you're paying out of pocket, unless you have a deal with your dentist.
Yeah, it is rare that we have an amicable relationship. Amicable, professional. I like to call it a professional business relationship.
You have a kid. That's a really good idea. My parents stayed amicable, and it was a good choice.
Because really, if it was between spending time with her or lighting myself on fire, do you have a match?
Well, you have important things to conduct business with.
Yes.
Yes. She hugged me at the kid's birthday party, and both my wife and I were afterwards. We're like, that was decidedly awkward.
Well,
I was like, yeah, but we were there for the kid.
She can do that really easy. She can sever emotional connections like that.
Mm-hmm.
She is really good at that.
Wow.
You should have seen at the point when she decided we were divorcing.
Well, thank you for listening in to Divorce Nerds.
Welcome to Divorce Nerds.
Something I hope never to do. Fortunately, I'm possibly the only person who's more disgusting and annoying than you and your current wife. In terms of just total, annoying best friends.
Well, we have the same gross sense of humor. That helps a lot.
It goes a long way.
Yeah.
That and finding the person you want to annoy for the rest of your life. Mm-hmm. And then she does too.
Mm-hmm.
That helps a lot.
Yeah, it's all good times.
Yep.
Good times. So, you're riding the Bandit. I've been driving.
Banditing, yep.
I still haven't got around to fixing the brakes yet on the Triumph.
Yeah?
I need to do that. Just bleed out.
Just bleed them?
I think that's all it... But I hear... Everything I'm reading is saying that the brakes on that bike, anyway, the 2001 Sprint...
They're squishy, no matter what.
No matter what.
Charlie's were ridiculously squishy. I yelled at him about it. I yelled at Missy about hers, and she's like, okay, we'll bleed it. And then I bled hers and Derek's the next day.
Uh-huh.
And they were great afterwards. I yelled at Charlie, and he's like, Sprint brakes are just that way, the British.
That's what I've read. And normally that wouldn't bother me, But my bike has a turbocharger.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Who needs brakes turbo?
Yeah. Well, if you aren't stopping fast enough, what should you use?
If I could use the turbo to stop.
Ooh, reverse turbo.
That would be...
Ooh, can you kick the turbo into reverse?
Well, you could on Knight Rider.
Get with the freaking program, Chuck. Reverse turbo.
But yeah, just this... Yeah, maybe a brake swap or something to make it firmer.
Yeah. I've still got those RC51 brakes I haven't put on the.
It's kind of a pain in the ass to get around to, you know.
Well, it's not actually a pain in the ass. In my case, it's the money. Like I would take the Strom's front calipers off, and I'm gonna take them outside, and I'm just gonna over them as far as I can, and they're gonna fly up in the air. And they're gonna go ting, and it'll be beautiful, because the Strom stock front brakes are shit.
Based on the luck we've had tonight, I predict he will throw them. They'll go over
And they'll
the fence, into someone's window, through the window, into someone's face, a baby's face. I'm going to see him on the news for assaulting a baby.
Man throws brake caliper at baby.
Oh, there's some... so the big thing that everyone's making jokes about right now, Yamaha.
Oh, yes.
The Recon?
The Recon, the MP3 with an FZ9 engine.
The Sport MP3, yeah.
I gotta be honest, I cannot fucking wait to ride that thing.
You think they'll bring it here?
God, I hope so.
I can't see them bringing it here.
Oh, I hope so much. Oh, I really
It would be cool. I would want to ride it, but yeah. I don't think I would put money down
I'm
for
less
it.
bothered by the people who think it's ugly. I'm like, it's no uglier than an FJ09. It looks like a slightly wider. It's like if you took an FJ09 and kind of went with it. Like, that's basically what it is, right?
Would you buy one?
I don't think I would.
I know that's the
only because
well,
I don't have I have no use for it. Like if I'm like worried about traction, I'm like sidecar, right?
Well, I was gonna say, you got a bum foot. You got a little use for it.
No, because I still have to put a foot down and it stops on it.
Do you?
I imagine it probably is a thing like the MP3 where it'll sort of stabilize it stops, but I don't know.
And you could put either foot down, right? Why don't you put the other foot down?
Students who've taken an MSF class recently, why does his left foot go down first in exercise 2? Because his right foot is breaking! Good job, mysterious voice. You'll pass this class.
Well, if you stop, you're braking with your front brake. You just put your left foot down, or your right foot down. Aren't you coordinated enough to do that? No way, I watched you go under the desk. You're not.
I crashed a TU in a swerve. I coordinated you. Somebody asked me, where's your sense of adventure? I said, it was smashed to bits underneath a TU 250 along with my left foot.
Oh, at 10 miles an hour.
I reckon I was
15?
going faster than that. A couple of the bystanders were pretty
17?
sure I was going faster. Yeah, it was probably...
20?
It might have been as high as 20.
20?
It was a pretty heroic swerve
Yeah.
up until the point at which it was no longer very heroic.
I'm pretty sure that thing will transform into something.
Mm-hmm. You think so?
Yeah, because look at the way the sides are, where the multi-shock thing. Bring up a picture of it.
Okay, all right.
Everyone go Google the Recon.
Yamaha.
You didn't even spell Yamaha right.
Just shut up.
Oh my god.
I've
Niken? It's
Niken.
Recon. No, it is Niken.
Oh, it's the fucking Niken. Oh, who's right now? It's ridiculous and awesome. Oh, god damn, look at that.
Okay, now look at that.
Okay, that looks fucking cool, actually.
Left and right sides of that thing. Don't those look like shoulder pads?
Where?
Right there. That. Those are shoulder pads.
Okay, they are shoulder pads, aren't they?
They are shoulder pads. That thing's the front.
No, you know what they look like? Actually, they look like the shoulders of one of your dogs. Because you always get those barrel dogs with the big front shoulders.
You gotta meet. You gotta meet the new dog.
Yeah,
he is not like that. He's.
We tried on a dog for size who was who your new dog could have walked underneath. It didn't work.
Are you sure?
Dude, you should have seen this fucking dog.
How tall is it?
You know those dog beds, the Costco dog beds?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Rufus, the dog we tried on for size, would lay on the dog bed, and his shoulders and his butt were both off either end of the bed.
Okay.
He was immense.
Because Goliath, he puts his, this table, he puts his bed on it.
Oh, okay. So they're probably about of a size then, most likely. It's hard to tell from scale.
He's far taller than Bella.
Okay.
Well, Bella could fit comfortably under him, and then put Fenton on top of her. He's like part boxer or part mastiff. Yep. His legs are just long as fuck.
He's a Staffordshire and big mix,
and he's got no spatial awareness.
So he just fucking bangs into everything in your house with his giant head.
He doesn't bang into stuff. He's like this. Okay, we're going to go for a walk. We're going for a walk. Doors that way. We're going for a walk. Okay, boss, let's go for a walk. I'm ready.
Thump.
And he steps on my feet all the fucking time with his big ass feet. Just,
Lovely.
yeah, it's...
We tried on a dog for size, and no dig on him. Rufus is a great dog. If you're in Utah and you're looking to adopt a really great, mellow, humongous dog, Rufus from Cause is great.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we were not emotionally ready like we thought we were.
Yeah, it's a...
I was at the point where I would hear doggy paws on the tiles, and then I have this split second of like,
mm-hmm.
and then I realized it wasn't the dog I thought it was, and I'd just be crushed. And I was like, this is not fair to this dog. Like I was feeling resentful of him because I was expecting him to be a different dog.
Sure, yeah.
Which was not okay.
He's so different than Bella.
It's not even a...
It's not, yeah, their personalities are very... He's super dog social, so I can walk in without
cool.
fear.
Yeah.
He's, like I said, no spatial awareness.
Thump.
He is even way more cuddlier than Bella was.
Okay, well, that's good.
I wake up at nights and there'll be a head
Just enormous dog head.
just right there. And he's looking at me like...
A dog head like a mailbox. Bolt.
His head is bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Asa Nerds?
I don't know.
It went too fast.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about everything
the
but bikes,
Niken.
so...
Yes, Niken.
I would test ride
I would
it,
ride the
but
shit out of this.
I don't...
I would... See, now, the position is such that I would want to ride it and see how it felt. If it felt good riding, I would be tempted.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'd rather just get an FC09.
I'm curious, like, how it compares price-wise.
Oh, it's going to be more.
Oh, I know it's going
to be way more.
Sure, it's going to be more.
If you ever have to do the suspension on that thing, you're just going to cry tears.
God. Oh, the forks. Oh my God, it has 4 forks.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's just tears and tears and tears.
Seals.
4 forks, 3 tires.
I'm used to 3 tires.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's kind of cool, but it's not. I don't think it's for us. It's not for the U.S.
No.
It isn't for the U.S. It's for the Robotech Defense Force.
Yes.
That's what they're going to use to build their Cyclones.
Yeah, the thing that keeps popping into my head is that people are like, "Oh, you could use it for the winter." I'm like, no. Wait, what? No. Jesus, no. It leans. No.
Wait, plus you got a sidecar rig, so fucking.
Yeah. No, exactly. No, I think it has potential. I'm not sure what it fills.
James thinks it'll be at least 20.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Which again, it's just no.
Now, a touring, if they turn this into a big Ferret sport tourer, the width of the front actually lends itself well to that.
Oh,
like
then
suddenly it works.
Something.
Yeah. Now it's different. So now you've got this fucking gigantic sport tourer thing, which can go over any amount of shit. I mean, just go fucking wherever. Who cares?
And leans. Unlike the Spider.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think that might be where this chassis ends up.
That makes a lot more sense to me.
Yeah. The more I'm thinking about it, and I've just absolutely just pulled that one right out of my ass. That's where this needs to go.
Big gliding,
like they need the
couch glide tour.
Yeah, big fucking like Yamaha gold wingy kind of affair.
Yeah, that makes way more sense.
This would be bitching that way.
And that market is already used to paying.
Yeah, 20 grand for them. They're like they fart and 20 grand happens. They're like, oh, that's cheap. Oh, it's only 30. Oh, ooh, I'll take 2. They're small.
After talking to the guy from Harley about their top of the line tours, it's like that's that market.
Top of the line tour is now competing with the new Goldwing, which looks
badass.
Absolutely tits. I'm terrified to ride the new Goldwing.
I liked it a lot.
I'm absolutely horrified to ride the new Goldwing.
It immediately made me think I had to go out and buy a Hayabusa. Because I must have been old, right? If I'm looking at that going, yeah, Goldwing.
This is why you need a sidecar with kanji on it. It would fill that part of your need, and you could then get the Goldwing.
Why don't I just get the Busa and the Goldwing?
What you need is a Busa with center hub steering, and one of those Merlin sidecars, from the UK, where it's like the fairing flows into the sidecar. Okay, yeah. You see, this is sensible, right? This is practical, even.
I might even be able to sell my daughter on that.
It's the only responsible choice. But yeah, this type of chassis, this design in a fucking big bastard tourer.
Yeah.
How awesome would that be?
You know what? This is completely off subject. I'm kind of curious what we look like right now if you went to YouTube on the computer.
Go look at ourselves, breathe heavily.
Yeah.
Well, I know how to cheat to the camera. You're not used to it.
Cheat to the camera?
Yeah. So you see when you're talking to the camera, you cheat. You know, like if I don't talk to you straight at you.
Yeah.
I talk to you like this, facing toward the
It'd be
camera.
kind of hard with this.
Yeah, I know. It's a
where I'm
weird,
sitting.
Yeah, I know. You're fine. You're automatically.
Hello, Todd.
Hi. How are you?
I am great.
Watch a TV show. Sometimes they never face each other. They're always facing the camera. YouTube.
Yeah.
Dot.
And this way we can put links for the advertisements into the chat.
YouTube wants to fuck off. Is what YouTube wants to do.
This is where everything goes back horribly wrong.
Nerds.
Yes, there's
Hello.
Hello.
Come in. Yes. Hello. Live now. Live now.
Hey, look, it's us.
I'm me with a slight delay.
A little bit of a delay,
That's
but
a little creepy.
That's
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not going to lie at all. The Yamaha USA website lists it with touring bikes, says James. That's
See, now we can see the chat. So.
Yep.
Oh, Aaron is getting divorced. I'm sorry, dude. It sucks.
Dude, that blows.
It does.
Keep the bikes. That sucks. Sorry.
My chin looks very strong.
It's an illusion of the video.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm terrible at computers. Yes. So yeah, I guarantee what's going to happen is it's going to be like the Spider, because there's the regular Spider, and there was the regular Spider, and then
this is for Kyle.
Hi.
Hello.
This is twice as funny when you're.
I'm cheating.
Good job. You're doing well now. You're getting good at this.
Thank you.
You were clearly ready for video.
Clearly.
Hi.
Let's get those. Let's get those hot podcast dollars.
As many as 4. What Chuck's arm actually looks like a lot of tattoos. I gotta say though, the whole Dragon Ball Z dragon came off like awesome.
Right?
Like it.
And if you
totally
don't know what Dragon Ball
off.
is, it just looks like
It
a
just
cool
looks
ass
like
dragon.
dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Where were we? Oh yes. Yeah. They list it with the tours. There's going to be a version of this. So right now they're like teasing this one. That's just like it goes fast. It's all sporty.
It's our proof of concept.
Yeah. Wait and see. Next year it's going to be like it's going to be bags as far as the eye can see, and a touring thing.
As a sport tour, that's way more interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, we were talking about the Goldwing.
Yeah.
How cool
and
the Goldwing.
Yeah.
It looks badass.
I'm scared to ride it.
I would be.
I'm straight up scared. Like that looks like it. I might have the same experience with the Versus, where it's the first time I might sell a Strom for this.
Yeah.
Because like the turniness of the Strom, but like a little like a little more like fairing down here, and like a little more creature comforty thing. That wouldn't be too bad, Because I like that on the Harley. That road glide. Mm-hmm. That was really nice.
It looked great.
But like one that could turn, like that.
Get that and then build a sidecar out to it.
I don't know that I'd bother with the sidecar for it. What I thought about is for the sidecar. You know what this is going to do? It's going to drive the old one down. Is what's going to happen. Is what I'm expecting. Is the old like
you just can't stand.
I just can't stand seeing myself for that. But so think of it though. The 1800, like the first gen 1800s.
Yep.
Their price is just about to go like.
Yeah.
Sidecar makers everywhere, like.
Yeah.
Right now, Dave and Ruth Ann Hannigan are watching the internet going, so many sales.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Mm-hmm. It looks awesome.
It looks
completely awesome. And it's a little bit of what I've been seeing with what they've been doing with the ST series. They're starting to, the ST and the Goldwing, they're kind of converging. Because the ST was getting heavier, and they made the 13 lighter, and then they had the new 13 that was like 1 million pounds, like Goldwing pounds was. So, I mean, a lighter Goldwing scratches the itch the ST13 did, with, Goldwinginess.
It looks cool.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I be honest, I'm really excited. This is one of those. Honda took one of their flagship products and instead of killing it or doing something stupid with it, they actually genuinely made it better.
Yeah.
You could argue it's their single flagship product, but whatever.
I mean, I hear a lot of good things about the Africa Twin. I didn't get to ride one yet, but
I hear a lot of good things from magazines, but I hear not a lot of people with them.
Are they on the floor?
Yeah.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah, I think what it is their competition on the floor is so thick and so well ground in. I did read an interesting thing about the new Strom though, which is somebody pointed out there, like, the thing about the new V-Strom is the V-Strom was like the deal, right? Like it was the bargain of the century. But it's not anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, now it's like 13 grand and it's like the same as all the others.
Yeah.
Like, why? No. I mean, Strom's engine's great. It's fun, but it's super unrefined. It's not,
What makes it stand out to be...
Exactly. What do I buy the Strom for?
Yeah.
You
could buy a Triumph. You could buy a...
I mean, there's so many things you could buy for about the same amount of money. Yeah.
A used BMW.
Yeah. On and on she goes. So, I don't know. I'll be interested to see what they do with the Niken, especially if it turns into a sport tour. That would make it interesting again to me.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. And if the Goldwing drives the old Goldwings down, great. In the meantime, I'm stuck with whatever we have available for classifieds at the moment.
Okay.
Shall we go have a look?
What are all those other ones? Did you already open a whole bunch?
I already opened them all.
Okay. Paste that link in the stream. So that all 2 people watching can see it. Did you close it?
I fucking closed it.
That's fine. We had it open.
Yes.
Oh wait, now it says we have 8 people watching.
Oh my goodness. Oh, the excitement. One of them's us though.
It should go up to 9. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
So this is our first classified.
All right. First classified.
Hello, me from the past.
Remove web addresses
2 seconds ago.
Again?
What? Can we not paste web addresses into the chat? Maybe put it without the HTTP and people just have to be smart.
Try this.
Nope. We can't put web addresses into the chat. Sorry, everyone. So you're just going to have to...
All right. You're just going to have to roll with it.
As you always.
As always. So, I actually had one of these in a class once.
Really?
No shit.
Okay.
Okay. For sale, thoroughbred stallion trike.
No, try again. You already got it wrong.
For sale.
You got that right.
Thoroughbred.
Thoroughbred.
Stallion trike. Apparently it's Scottish.
Thorough.
Hickman, Kentucky. For sale, 2009 thoroughbred stallion trike black cherry. Oh, sorry, no, it's the GH. Black cherry J&M radio and intercom with satellite radio. Good condition. Bought new. One owner.
You had this show up in a class.
I kid you. So I had the lady show up on this with the class, and then she wanted to take the 2-wheeled class.
Oh, okay. To like actually, okay, I'm like,
Yeah.
It's got a fucking steering wheel.
It's got a steering wheel, and it actually has like a, I can't remember what it is.
You're
like
not counter steering.
It's like a Corolla engine or something in it.
Okay. It's cool.
Well, so the lady though was on. She was riding this because she had been in Iraq and got some shrapnel in her back.
Sure.
And so she was on like massive amounts of painkillers.
Sure.
It did not go well, not on the thoroughbred. She did okay on the stallion.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, it did not go well otherwise. The thing though, I rode it around. I was like, it's.
She let you ride it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Kidding me? No, students. One of the weird things students do is they want you so bad to ride their bike and have opinions about it.
Okay.
And, most of the time, I'm like, oh, okay. I liability, excuses.
That one, you're like,
yeah. Well, I
and then
have all
crushed his foot with it.
I have excuses, for this.
You have reasons.
Reasons and excuses. Yeah, this one I was like, I gotta fucking try that.
Yeah.
Like when the guy came with a Spider and I didn't have my 3-wheeler.
So,
but
is it like a golf cart?
No, it actually feels like riding an automatic transmission car.
Okay.
Honestly.
All right. Because it's laid out like one.
Well, but then and below there, in there, it is.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I give them credit. The design of the whole thing is extremely well put together. Mm-hmm. The wind protection, amazing, like super. They absolutely dialed it in.
Okay.
And like the cockpit and everything just works. So if you're gonna get a trike that you can't do as much with as a normal trike because it doesn't have that much cargo space comparatively speaking, this is a pretty great trike. I mean, like they set out to make a trike that was super rideable, and they did a bomber job with this thing.
Okay, cool. 15 grand.
Yeah, it is fuck ugly though.
It doesn't look too bad from the pictures.
Yeah, it has great wind protection because it's a car. Yeah, it's basically a three-wheeled car, as James points out.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, onward to other three-wheelers.
Original owner, 1993 Honda Goldwing.
Speaking of when Hannigan smells Goldwing's cheap.
I am selling my 1993 red 1500cc Goldwing with 55.471 miles.
That's not very much.
One owner asking $1,500.
$1,500 in Glasgow.
$1,572. $1,572.
For a Goldwing 1500 with a Hannigan Astro 2x2 on it. The Astro 2x2 is worth double that with that paint on it, for the record.
Yes.
The Goldwing, in fairness, if it runs, is probably worth close to $2 grand.
Uh-huh.
You know? Like
But
if it's in good shape.
Stuck together like that.
Stuck together like that, if it rides okay, this is probably a $5,000-$6,000 rig minimum.
This is something wrong with this.
Something
that picture.
Something is suspicious about this. The picture shows it as, the cherry red, that wonderful cherry red that they did them in for a few years.
It doesn't even look like a real picture to me.
It looks like a real picture. It looks right.
No, I mean, it looks like a magazine picture. Or not like...
There are no such thing as Sidecar magazine. That's not entirely true. There's the one Sidecar magazine that you get if you join the UCSA. But...
it doesn't look like a so I took a picture of this because I'm selling my bike kind of picture to me.
Yeah, it does to me. It looks like they went out in their yard and took a picture and ran some post-processing on it. Yeah.
It looks fishy to me.
Yeah. I don't find the picture fishy. I find the
but
price
the whole
fishy.
thing's fishy.
Yeah, the whole thing smells funny. $1,500 for a Goldwing with a
This
nice
is the one
Hannigan.
Roe found, right?
I don't know. The whole thing smells funny. Roe found a bunch of Goldwings on the cheap.
Yeah.
But yeah, this smells fishy. Stay
This is a
tuned,
trap.
listeners. We'll talk about fishy.
This is a trap.
later. I'm going with a trap. Man, this is one of those rigs though I would buy, and if it rode shitty, I'd buy it anyway just for the sidecar. That's an awesome sidecar. Super Birth asks, why stop at 3 wheels? Just go to 4. Because 4 is fucking lame. That's a car. Speaking of which, what do you think of the Ariel Atom? I try not to. It's a car. Given the choice, would you pay money for the 3-wheeler or an Atom? For the cost of the Ariel Atom, you could get 2 high-powered rigs with like a Kawasaki ZX14 or
I forgot what the
Concourse
Atom
on
looks
them.
like.
It's a little like a beach buggy almost with sport tires and a wide stance.
Oh.
It's like nothing to it.
Yeah,
And I'm sure it's great around corners. But I could buy 2 HP rigs for that.
Yeah,
from Hannigan.
I'd want a sidecar rig.
With like the SR 1000 RR with the fucking center hub steering and
Yeah.
the low and long. Just light up the rear tire by considering too closely the fucking throttle. I'm thinking about my throttle. Awesome.
Are you saying the Bandit's not hot enough?
No, the Bandit's not hot enough. So I was thinking maybe, they make turbochargers for the Bandit.
Clearly, it needs a turbo.
I gotta be honest. I saw that was available. People are making 220 horsepower with the Bandit. Wait, how do you ever keep the rear wheel stuck to the ground? Like, how does it ever grab like that? Because that bike has idiotic front weight bias.
You put more weight in the sidecar.
I
Put
get
the back.
I guess. Like, there's just a cinder block behind you. What's this for? That's for traction. Like an old shitty Toyota truck with the sandbags in the back.
KTM Crossbow.
Crossbow. KTM Crossbow.
I don't know.
It doesn't excite. It was one of the various performance trikes that they made briefly. They made a bunch of variations on it. It's only a KTM and it has a Rotax in it.
Okay.
Yeah, I find the sidecar much more exciting than most of the three-track three-wheelers. Yeah. Partly because of the tip-over lines and the three-track three-wheelers scare the ever-loving shit out of me.
That's what the nanny's for.
Oh yeah, nanny, don't do that. Don't act your age. Blink, blink, act your age.
Ooh.
Yes. Onward. Tell us about it. Your turn. My turn? Yeah. Oh, Royal Enfield Bullet 500 military motorcycle for $1,500 in Uptown. Wow, that's a definitely looks like a military Royal Enfield. Motorcycle and parts included in price. Oh, here comes the punchline. Hold for punchline. Motorcycle is not in working conditions.
This is not a motorcycle.
This is in fact a pile of parts. Parts and tools included are to repair it and accessorize the bike. The bike has been stationary for 2 years. Do tell. Wait for it. My favorite line. Some hidden damage might exist.
It looks really nice for being a pile of parts.
Well, here's the problem, Chuck, is some hidden damage might exist.
So clearly it hidden done.
Parts included in
certainly exists.
In price. I'm just going to have you listen to the scroll wheel. And those are the parts that are included in the price.
And they're like straight out of a parts catalog.
It is straight out of a parts catalog with part numbers and everything. This is Zach, are you listening? Have you been thinking about a Royal Enfield?
Most of the picture of the parts still in their packaging.
Yes. Still in the plastic and everything, shrink wrapped and everything.
Holy crap.
Yeah. The whole the hidden damage. Some hidden damage might exist, Chuck.
Like not motor?
Like my foot. I could describe my foot and my knee the same way. Some hidden damage might exist. Ooh.
Mitch says Yamaha do front. We talked about that.
Yeah, we already been there.
Yeah,
we talked about the Nikon. Catch up.
He's kind of horny for it. Wow, just bags and
it's literal
boxes.
Bags of parts. There's a bag of bolts in that. Oh my God, it's a bag of seals.
Seals.
Ooh, check those seals out, Chuck. Look, an O-ring seal, a big O-ring seal, and a little O-ring seal.
Well, the one's the gear oil seal.
This is deluxe.
Part number 550102.
This is fucking deluxe.
The other
right
one
here.
is oh, here we go. 550102 gear shaft oil seal.
Ooh, no, right. Chuck,
speed.
Chuck. Try it again, but this time, say it slow and sexy.
I can't do slow and sexy. The 550102 gear shaft oil seal. 5 speed.
Yeah.
Gear oil seal. 5 speed. And there goes our listener count. Everyone's gone. Bye.
Yeah. So they have this really cool looking bike, which clearly is like. I'm pretty sure they just like duct taped it up for the picture.
It looks really nice.
It looks great.
It looks gorgeous.
Amazing. Although as you start to look at it, you start to see like rust in places like cylinders and and the brakes and in oh god, it's got drums on the front. This will never stop.
The chain.
Yeah, the warts begin to show up, but
man, it looks nice. At least the paint.
Cool.
The paint looks nice.
Yeah, the paint. It's really what it is. The
paint looks good. Someone just hit it with.
Someone just went for the olive drab, and they're just like. Olive drab everything.
Yep.
Olive drab the seat. Fuck it.
And then sanded through it until you can almost see the Royal Enfield on the tank.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
Yep.
Nope. We have a one-of-a-kind Harley Davidson wood cross. $400. This is a beautiful one-of-a-kind HD wood cross. Cross was in the showroom of an HD dealership. Would look amazing hung in a garage or man cave. If interested, call TJ.
Not appropriate for Catholic use.
That's
I'm sorry, folks. Protestant only Harley Davidson cross. Bummer.
Yeah.
Papists sucks for you.
Papists and Mormons.
Oh, do they not do the?
They don't do the cross. They don't do the cross.
Well, the Mormons would technically be like a Protestant, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but they don't do the cross.
Oh right, yeah, they do the other.
Yeah, they don't do the cross in any of their stuff.
But yeah, so here's a beautiful one of a kind HD wood cross. Now, in fairness, in the world of wood non-papist crosses,
nope.
This is one.
Nope.
Of them.
Nope.
Which could be purchased.
Nope.
If you were
don't do it.
In the mood for such a thing.
Look at the wings.
They're
No.
wow, those are really bad.
Right? Just no.
They were carved by, here's my favorite thing about this though. Not only do you have the wood crossed unsuitable for papists, but you have one leaning against a bass boat, on a trailer.
So this thing's big.
This thing's a fucking big one.
Wow.
This is probably as tall as I am.
You could carry it like Jesus into your house.
No. No. This I wouldn't.
Angry email now.
No one. He wouldn't even boop about this. He wouldn't even boop this. This would be like, no, that's ugly. Forget it.
That is
walking away.
That is bad.
Yeah, and the funny part about it is that they clearly have made it out of pretty fancy wood.
Not.
Alas.
I mean, no.
It looks like old barn board.
Yeah, but you can make that effect.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you can make that effect and then stain it in to make it look aged.
Oh. We had a whole house that was literally like that when I was growing up.
You get a handful of nails and throw it on
Yeah.
the board, put a board on top of that, start whacking it with a hammer. You got wormholes.
Wait a minute, Chuck, did you just go hipster fake vintage woodworking on me?
I just know how it's done.
Mm-hmm. That helps you sleep at night.
Wow.
Is this you selling this? Did you make those wings, Chuck? That don't look like wings. They kind of look like a
child traced out those wing lines with a crayon.
No. Okay, my daughter can make way better wings than that.
I didn't say a child as old as your daughter.
Oh, okay, like more like yeah. My son might do those. Yeah. He's only 2. He could probably do wings like that.
Yeah.
So listeners,
I'm just happy they spelled all 4 words correctly.
I'm just happy that the double axle trailer that they have in the background actually has the wheels both inflated to the same amount.
Well, you don't know what the other side looks like.
That's true. The other side can be different. The other side is one flat wheel.
Yeah.
Moving on to the.
I know why this ad is here.
Jazzy 1450 electric chair. $1,100 in Raceland.
Not race-worthy.
Mm-hmm. New condition, used a few times.
It's an electric chair. The reason this ad is here is when I went looking for ads, this was like the 4th one I saw in the motorcycle classifieds, and I was like, this is a fucking trend. If it was just one, or what are you doing?
There's more than there.
Okay, I thought you were farting.
No, there's more than one Jazzy scooter in the motorcycle ads.
Not Jazzy specific, but electric chairs. They were showing up in the motorcycle sections of different Craigslists everywhere I went.
Wait, you smell that?
You're farting?
No. Not yet.
I'm afraid.
Miscategorized ad. Slightly too good price. Jamie, weigh in.
How much do
$1,400 bucks, slightly too good a price? I'm thinking slightly too good a price. The other thing that springs out at me about this Jazzy electric chair is it's got $1,100 listed in the actual ad, and it's got $1,350 listed in the ad that they have taken a picture of for their ad.
Yeah, which they've already marked down from $1,500. I think they're like desperate to get rid of it.
No, I think it's a scam.
You think it's a scam?
Think about your target for scams.
Okay.
Your target for scams is someone who is maybe just a little desperate. You know, I mean, your best con is always against the person who thinks they're pulling one over, right?
Sure, who found something special.
Your target for a con is always the person who thinks they're pulling one over on someone else. So, you want someone who thinks they're pulling one over, thinks they're getting a good deal, and possibly is a little gullible. Take your pick. Old people, very popular. Target for this. Jazzy scooter. The older you are, the more likely you are to need something like a Jazzy scooter.
But why are you posting in the motorcycle section?
That I haven't quite worked out yet.
Unless because it's listed as a Jazzy scooter.
Mm-hmm.
Someone, an old person, sees motorcycle/scooters and thinks that's what that means.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so by going to the wrong section, they've already shown their little that's what it is. This is targeted ads. So by going to the wrong section, they've already shown up. They're a little not with it. They're gullible. And listeners, you can't see me hooking my cheek when I'm doing it.
I don't know, man.
It's a little
thin.
hive concept.
It's like Lethal Weapon plot thin.
Yeah.
A small Chinese man's gonna burst through the window and judo kick both of us.
Fuck. Again? It's like the third time this week.
If you stop putting toilets out in your lawn to piss your neighbor off.
Well, if they stop sending me fucking angry emails or mails, like what fucking year is it? The 1800s? U.S. mail?
You know we live in Utah, right?
Okay, that's a fair point. It's well.
See?
It's well before that. Meanwhile,
I was finding these everywhere.
Jesus. Okay.
This is a scooter, victory scooter for $400 in Kissimmee, Florida.
Scooter, victory scooter.
And it's another...
It's a Jazzy, but not.
Yeah. It's what the old lady takes to the grocery store to go shopping.
Motorcycle scooters by...
Old people are confused. They're selling these, and they're confused.
Huh. Do you think these things are actually attractive to sell when you steal them? I mean, because it's easy to steal, right? It's small. You can throw it in a fucking car.
Oh, yeah.
Just, like, toss it the fuck in.
And then sell it?
Yeah. Sell it for, anything. A couple $100.
You think they're part of the underground economy?
No, because there's no trade offered. Now, if they were, willing to trade for, a boat or a strange camper, underground economy. Total underground economy.
I saw a perfect item for the underground economy.
Oh?
It was...
And you didn't put it in the show notes?
No, because it wasn't for sale.
What show do you work on?
It wasn't for sale.
It was for trade?
No. It was something someone had done, but he's going to sell it at some point.
It's coming.
It's
Billy. It's inevitable.
Billy the talking bass, wired to an Alexa.
Okay, that was fucking great. Okay? I saw that on our Raspberry Pi, and that was fucking genius.
That is going to end
That was the best thing ever invented.
That's going to end up in the economy.
I wanted to go dig my bass out just to make that. I'm not going to lie to you. Only I was going to set it up at work, and if you wanted to deploy, you could talk to the bass.
Hey, Alexa, would you deploy my app? Okay.
Yeah, you're thinking about it right now. I can tell.
It sounds great. I'm surprised Amazon hasn't jumped on that yet.
Yeah, the fish, Alexa.
The Amazon fish.
It just actually fits over the top.
Forget some hockey puck looking thing, man. Just the fish hanging on the wall.
Oh, God. I just had a nasty thought. How long until Alexa or one of those freaky fucking things shows up in the motorcycle like Goldwing set of buttons?
And you tell it to say a command?
No one can live at that speed, Jack. Say a command.
Yeah. Senna's already trying.
Yeah. Trying their damnedest.
Yeah, no. No, thank you.
Scooter. All right. Here's one that's an actual motorcycle somewhere in... I feel for this person. Suzuki GS 500E for $600 in goldenrod. Runs and drives, need battery and tank cleaned, no title.
No title.
No title.
Not stolen.
Always a trap. See, I see this as
oh my God, that poor motorcycle.
Oh, here, the poor motorcycle. So it's a Suzuki GS 500. It's parked next to what looks like either a Bandit or a Hornet. It's so covered with crap I can't tell. I think it's a Hornet. It's not a Bandit.
Is that the red thing?
Yeah, then the yellow thing.
Oh, the yellow thing? What's the red thing?
I don't know.
Because that looks like...
a car? A balloon? So the GS 500 in question is so surrounded by children's bikes that you can barely see it.
This thing is just smashed into the garage with
there's
so much stuff.
Dude, this is so reality when you have a garage and kids. I'm just saying. I have shit you not chalked off sections on my floor that I'm like dad parking only. No one honors these parking spots. But they're fucking marked.
They're there.
Yeah. And I reserve the right to confiscate things.
You can just glower at them daily when you try to move stuff out of the way so you don't see it.
Charles. Don't make He was dad voice, Charles.
Doesn't
Charles,
work on me.
pick it up. Charles.
My dad never called me
Now.
Charles. Never.
Charles.
My dad never once called me Charles.
1,
Go ahead.
2.
2.5. Kiss my ass. 3. Go fuck a tree.
Craig Shepard knows that he drew lines on his garage for parlor parking. My man!
So have you marked out parking for them?
Yes.
Okay.
I specifically marked out parking. I even let them park next to the tire changer because they can lean the kids' bikes on the tire changer, have them standing up, ready to jump on, and just fucking take off.
Did you mark out the parking, or did you let them pick out where they can park?
I marked it out. Because there's only so many places. There's the daddy parking only. I made that line. I was like, this spot clear between the car and the bike so that they could get in and out. Kids just don't honor marked parking lines, for the record.
I can't relate. My kid just has a scooter.
Yeah, well, and your
takes
garage
up
is like
no
900 miles wide.
It is kind
It's
of
like
wide.
it's like this deep and just like as wide as the rest of the house.
It's kind of wide.
Yeah. So it's very hard to get things behind other things in your garage. Physically impossible in places.
That's not true, because I got the Bandit behind the Euro. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Smoke them beans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. By the way, thank you for bringing the Bandit back on reserve. That was big help to me. That's really great on the way to work. I'm like, I gotta switch to reserve. Uh-oh.
I didn't change it.
Oh. So I left it on reserve and it was just already out of gas.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like, I had to think about it for a second to make sure, but yeah, I didn't change it.
I was riding along. I'm like, it's already on reserve. God damn it, Chuck.
Not my fault. He had a lot of painkillers.
It's true. It's all true. Yeah, I feel for this person. I also like the fact they have bungee cord holding on the shitbag GS 500 seat, which is practically a requirement.
No, that's for the luggage. Clearly luggage.
No, come on. It's a shitbag old GS 500.
Baggage.
GS 500s, when they were new, were really cool looking small bikes. They're not new anymore.
I thought about getting one as a first bike.
They're bitching if
Yeah.
you can find them.
Yeah.
They're just kick-ass bikes. You know, when compared to the Ninja 250, they come out favorably on almost every area except for price.
Yeah.
The trouble is these days they're not new anymore.
I just couldn't find one when I was in the market.
And that was the problem, is they weren't. I thought they looked way cooler.
Yeah.
Because they basically look like a teeny Bandit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You know, the Bandit just looks like, the Bandit looks like it wants to wheelie, like out of the box, and the 500.
I'm sure you have no idea what that is like.
Nope.
Say it to the camera.
My Bandit doesn't wheelie. It'll break the rear wheel loose long before it wheelies.
Yeah, but there was a period of time when you didn't have the sidecar on the Bandit. I know the Bandit didn't show up in your garage magically with the sidecar attached.
It's not everything.
Look at the camera, Todd.
Never wheelie the Bandit ever. Yeah, I never. Nope, no sir. Nope, don't wheelie the Bandit.
Mm-hmm.
No one ever wheelied a GS 500 either. Didn't happen.
Craig's first bike was the GS 500. Came alive when revved high,
Mhm.
tame at low. I mean, that's how the Ninja 250 was.
That's typical of the parallel twin, actually. The
I
the parallel twin configuration usually does that.
I had to strangle the hell out of 250.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And you would laugh and laugh and
Oh,
laugh when I did
so
it.
hard. Laughed so hard. I almost fell off my Strum one day. I was laughing so hard because he revs it, and I'm like, okay, now he's gonna go, and he revs it even higher. I'm like, he's gonna explode, and then he gets going, and revs it even higher than that to get going. I'm like, just dying. It's so funny.
Such an asshole.
Yeah, and then we got up to the actual turns, and as soon as I'd pull away from you, and then as soon as we got to a turning part, I'd look in my rearview mirror, and there's the Ninja 250, just flat out. And the S turns on Wolf Creek.
Yeah. Good
Because
times.
there's only so fast you can go through those.
Good times.
Yeah. Although that time was a lot better than the other time I went through the S turns at Wolf Creek with someone who wasn't that good.
Oh, the guy that you had like someone crash, right? Or
Yeah,
something?
yeah. So I'm on the Strom.
Slope.
Me and the guy in the Daytona, we go through the S turns, and we're like, I'm not having fun. And I'm like, hey, the guy in the Daytona can hang. We're good. I can go as fast as I want. I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't have to, like play nice nursemaid or anything. Well, meanwhile, behind us, his fuckwit friends on the YZF was like, I'm going to keep up with those guys.
Yeah, that happened to me when I was had my friend.
Yeah, we had him in the show, didn't we?
We had him on John on the show, yeah, and he just, I didn't even think about, because I told him, don't try to keep up with me, just ride your own ride. And
He didn't hear you say that.
He got a little over
You need to say it in
enthusiastic,
British.
a little over optimistic.
It's easy to do.
Yeah.
I warned my students about it. Some of them listen. I hope.
Yeah.
Don't try to keep up, kids.
I have no idea if he even rides still.
No.
Yeah.
So.
He was on the other side of the divorce line, so I don't talk to him.
Ah, okay, yeah. So you see, divided up all the goods and all the furniture and all the friends.
All the friends, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Back to divorce nerds.
Welcome to Divorce Nerds. How's it going? Good times. We have new flair coming to the studio, by the way. Yeah.
Okay.
One of Brittany's things she's supporting is there's a let's go find it. We'll edit this part. Everybody's watching live.
Yeah, we're gonna edit this part. There's a few people.
All you people watching live can go fuck yourselves.
Virginia Wells was born on June 25th, 1952, in Wausau, Wisconsin, USA.
Okay. So
cool.
Brittany has a
Race team?
lowbrow humor race benefit called BoobStir.
Uh-huh.
But it's two hands holding two tachometers that look suspiciously boob-like.
Like boobs.
But it's a hilarious thing. But what it actually does is it's supporting new female racers.
Cool.
Trying to get more female racers in, you know. So you get a few of them in by making it less of a barrier to get in, and they say, oh, look, you know, broads are riding motorcycles, and get more of them in.
That's cool.
Which I'm totally down with. And it's a funny as hell magnet, so I think it would belong in the studio.
Cool.
Seems sensible.
Yeah.
So I got a couple of them coming.
Cool, man.
I gotta actually go finish the PayPal thing for that. But
I gotta actually pay for it.
I gotta go pay some money.
It's coming.
Yeah, you just
Any
wait.
day.
But yeah. So check it out. Yeah, BoobStir.
BoobStir. And then there was Babes Ride Out just finished.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
It took me a while before I realized what Babes Ride Out stood for, or what.
Bro?
Yeah, bro. It's bro.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
They took it from us.
See, I it's back to my unified theory of women and motorcycles. Why the hell is motorcycling not 50-50 women and men? Because it is the least gender-specific sport ever. I mean,
Yeah. Anyone can
There's
ride.
no freaking reason it should not be. And yet here we are in this place where you have these things that show up on Facebook of the best motorcycles for women riders. Fuck you, the best motorcycles for women riders. The best motorcycle is the one that fits them and they like riding.
Well, let's be fair. It's the best motorcycles for women riders and Claire. Because the short legs. Teeny tiny
This
legs.
is you're being heightist.
Teeny tiny.
He's
teeny,
very small.
Teeny tiny.
Little bitty.
Holy shit, Todd got tiny.
Yeah, I got skinny.
Yep.
Happened.
Having a non-functional stomach will do that.
Yes, get to work, stomach. Press. Fucking do something. Fucking do something.
Are you talking to your penis?
No,
Okay.
that works just fine.
No, it doesn't. You took parts out.
Yeah.
It doesn't function to spec. It's not factory new. It's missing a couple seals.
Ran when parked.
Maybe hidden damage. There may be hidden damage.
We love you too, Sestra. But yeah, every time I see one of those like best bikes for women, I'm like, I'm just grinding my molars as hard as I can. And for a while there, I was getting, for a couple of years ago, the classes were 50-50 or better female riders. And I think, honestly, it was the time that Harley and Triumph were both, like,
Really
pushing hard. They're like, oh, my God, half of the world is female. Hey,
They have money.
We should take their money.
Women have their own money now.
And then somewhere in the last year, Harley just was like,
Maybe they didn't get the
we
returns.
need more fat old guys.
They weren't seeing the returns. Because for a while there, too, they were also pushing minorities riding.
Yeah.
They had, like, the whole African-American...
Yeah. Half of the world, or a lot more, actually, is not white. Oh, my God, really?
But it's not like they fished in that pond for very long.
No, I think they didn't see instantaneous returns. And
I mean,
so
like,
they were like,
what the fuck with the live wire, right? The electric bike.
Yeah, what happened with that?
They just show it off.
Here's the thing. You want to buy it? Bet you do.
Yeah, they don't even ask that. They're
Bet
just
you
like,
do.
so how do we buy that? Have you seen our new Fat Bob?
So,
It'll cook your leg.
hmm.
You could wrap hot dogs up in some aluminum foil,
Yeah,
tuck
just
that
stick
right
'em
by your
right-
thigh
you
with a
be-
little
you
duct
be-
tape.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of your ride, you
Riding
got hot
lunch.
dogs.
Riding and lunch.
Avoid Buell. Why?
Avoid Buell. Never avoid Buell. Buell's great.
He's awesome.
So I had a jackass idea involving Buell
We talked about it, didn't we?
on the show.
I don't know if we talked about it on the show. I think we talked about it.
at some length.
offline.
So the jackass idea goes like this.
I think your idea is brilliant.
I think it's genius too. Eric, are you listening? Eric, please do this. So, notion goes like this. Let's say, so the problem is thus. The motorcycle industry is suffering because millennials are not making shit for money. You know, as Veed wisely says, I'm like, I don't know how millennials get by. He says, look at my fucking car. We're not getting by. I have 3 jobs.
We have crushing student loans.
It's crushing student debt and every other kind of debt and shitty salaries. How the fuck are we supposed to buy motorcycles?
Yeah.
Unless we have this shitbox car. So you need something that is cheap to fit this, lesser salary. But you can't have a lot of overhead if it's cheap. And motorcycle dealers are a lot of overhead. So what about this? What if you made a modular bike that you could buy the parts of? And I'm thinking of Buell specifically because in terms of engineering something that is like lots of parts that do the same thing. Swing arm that is oil, frame that is gas. Like double duty for each of the parts. A bunch of different, like 3 variations on each, and 3 times 3, you get 9 permutations, right?
Yeah.
But here's the other thing, the part that you added that was genius. What if instead of selling these through dealers or through like shops, what if you sold them through community garages? So you go to the community garage and you can buy the parts there or order the parts there. And they come there and you can put it all together right there. Right there.
And you got your help, your resources.
Everything you need.
And there's already like we saw when we had those guys on, a growing network of community garages.
Giant network of all over the freaking country who've worked on this particular, the Buell modular bike,
Yeah.
the boom.
You don't have to
Bomb,
worry about
the bomb.
building a
That's a terrible name.
Buell modular bike. The boom. The
boom.
We need another O.
We need an O from somewhere. We'll have to listeners help. We need an O.
But it'd be they're not sticking their necks out.
Yeah.
They're not buying inventory to put on the floor. They're not doing loans.
You order the parts, but then there's this whole network across the country of places you can fix this thing. And
write it somewhere and fix it there.
Fix it there. Like I need to change my oil. What do you have? I have a bomb. Oh yeah, shit. We took tons of these through here.
Or if you go
Do
on
need
a
parts?
trip, you're like, oh, well, something's wrong with my bike. We go to this group. Hey guys, you got beer and help me fix my bike. Right?
Great deal.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So and then you've also got this new demographic that is otherwise, frankly, not going to get into motorcycles. Because damn. I mean, so listeners point out liability would be an issue, which is an absolutely true thing. Except you're selling parts, and this gets probably one of the major kit bike things.
Yeah.
So by selling the kit, you're like, this makes a motorcycle, and you can fucking deal with it yourself.
Right.
You sell the kit, and you have a place, and if the kit is sold through a place that is an actual shop of some sort, it seems like that might help. But at the very least, if you're thinking about are they going to be safe? I feel a lot safer knowing that they're going to buy it through a garage where someone will be like, hey, you need to tighten that bolt.
Right.
It takes oil, right?
People already do kit cars and fucking kit X-planes.
Crazy shit.
Whatever. I mean, a motorcycle is just another thing.
And a motorcycle's uncomplicated.
There's precedent for it.
Yeah. And if the parts are coming as mostly units, which shock do you want? You want this shock or this shock? You know, the low shock or the high shock?
Yeah, you're not getting a box of bolts. You'll get a motor and
here's most of a motor. Stick it together. Here's the this and go there. Title issues comes up. Excellent question. I don't know. How does IKEA get away with it when your DIY desk crashes down on top of you? I don't know. I'm suing IKEA. I mean,
that never happens to me, Craig.
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, the title would probably go with the motor, but
yeah, I mean, because the front. Well, I mean,
what do they do now when you build a custom?
I don't know, but that means that problem's already been worked out.
Yeah, somewhere there's the law about how you do a custom.
Yeah,
and if your custom is made from known parts, it seems like it'd be easier.
Yeah.
So I think it's solvable. I mean, honestly, the hard part here is the engineering part. The engineering part is fucking murder, right? I mean, that's the hard part. How do you make it both cheap and bulletproof and relatively, idiot-proof?
Yeah, they would be competing with used bikes like a 20-year-old GS,
True.
but this is going to appeal to a market that this community garage movement is growing. So there's people who are interested in doing that.
Yeah,
this could appeal to that.
This is the upmarket version of the shitbag Suzuki GS. Because I got to be honest, if you fix up a Suzuki GS and you get it in great shape, it's still shit.
And that's already not working with the millennials.
Yeah.
So they're not already going out to buying the shitbag GSs in droves. They're buying Royal Enfields, if they can.
I don't think they are. I mean, if you listen,
but
the community garage guys, they're buying shitbag old Hondas in droves.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, people have tried stuff like Mitch points out they tried a CAD go 3D print your stuff before. And by the way, as 3D printing gets better, this will go from like theoretical to like absolutely a thing. But if you can 3D print some of the parts, like all the plastic parts maybe, and the metal parts you have to shop, that's still a big improvement, right? Because a 3D printer will sit there and make parts all night. It doesn't have to be paid.
Money is the big problem.
Money's definitely a problem.
You gotta pay for the engineering up front, and then you gotta have some sort of assembly.
There's time and space. There's an assembly, and even before it gets even to the end user, there's an assembly.
Right.
But
but it's fucking cool.
It's cool as shit. And if you need something to get this market, I don't know what they're gonna get it with. Honda's not gonna get it with a freaking. Have you seen these new opener bikes? Did you? Sarah and Dale were talking to the instructors, and they were talking about what bikes do you like, what do you want to get rid of, blah 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 blah. What do you think's good? Because the some of the stock is now owned by Sarah, and some's technically still owned by Dale, and they're trying to get rid of the shit and get new stuff. They posted the prices. Dude, there is not a starter bike for under $4,500 on Earth. It's fucking nuts. I mean, back in the day, the Ninja 250, like a year-old Ninja 250, was like 2 and change.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like almost $5,000 new. What new rider has $5,000? I mean, I paid $600 for my shitbag GS.
Yeah.
Damn, man. Cubits notes, use existing parts and just engineer a new frame. That's not a bad idea. I mean, the basic idea of the Ulysses and most of the Buells in the first place was use something like the Sportster engine, which is like unkillable.
Yeah.
The Evo engine just kind of works, right?
They had such limited resources from Harley. They had to reuse a bunch of shit and make stuff modular across their line.
And Mitch suggests starting with electric, which is not a bad idea either, because an electric motor is just idiotically simple.
And hipsters love it.
This motor turn in circle. If you turn throttle up, motor turn faster. That's pretty much the entire system.
Don't say it like that to the hipster.
No speak caveman hipster.
Okay.
Turbo make electric bike.
Oh my god. I think it's cool. I think it's a great idea.
I something like this feels like it needs to happen. We're at this point of this weird convergence of you need new people to make you money, but they don't make any goddamn money.
Yeah.
And you need something cheap to offer them, and what are you gonna fucking do? How are you going to get people into this sport? I mean, because they're shitbag used bikes, but those don't make the dealers and the manufacturers any money. So the manufacturers, meanwhile, let's say for the next 20 years, every new rider buys a shitbag old bike. What the actual fuck are Yamaha and Honda and Suzuki gonna do? I mean, Honda's gonna sell Gold Wings.
Yeah.
And
that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna steer their market toward the old, rich, dying guys. While they're still there.
And that's it. Sorry, Ted. The old guys are dying, man. Like, that's what happens when you get old. Sooner or later.
What?
Sooner or later, when you get old enough, you die.
What? Fuck you. I'm gonna live forever. Forever.
I noticed that. Yeah, we get. Okay. You keep telling yourself that.
What? Chicks dig gray. That's my wife.
Realistically, people are going to be living to 100 or so. But even so,
Yeah.
I think we're riding bikes to 100 or so.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
I might be on the Can-Am or the Niken.
But even so. But I mean, okay, great.
But I'm past that point where I'm in that market.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that
Yeah.
demographic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that dude.
Yeah. They gotta build up a base again.
Community
It's not there.
garages, community motorcycle.
Community garages are just community garages, community motorcycle. That's the name. It's community motorcycle. Engineers, if there's an engineer out there, the Wheel Nerds branded community motorcycle, we will cheerfully stick our stickers on this shit. And if it's a shitty motorcycle and says Wheel Nerds on it, that will be only the funnier. I got a Wheel Nerds motorcycle. Those are shit. Yeah, but we love them. They'll be like Saab owners.
We'll
It
be
breaks all the time. I love it.
We know. They're shit.
Yep, they do that.
Mine's broke.
Mine too.
There's a giant spring.
We're bonding.
Giant spring
Oing,
hanging
oing,
out of
oing,
mine.
oing, oing.
James is saying the problem is marketing. That the ads are directed at people who are already riders. You don't see ads at new riders saying, "Hey, maybe ride this Grom."
Well, in fairness, if you're low on money, the person who is likely to buy who has shown that they will buy the thing before is more likely to convert. So in a micro level of me being a marketer, I'm going to convert better with someone who already has a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to sell more of the new cool Goldwing to you, Chuck,
Sure.
than I am going to sell to somebody.
But then that doesn't get to the problem. How do we get new people?
No, that doesn't.
They're
But,
just thinking about how do I get my biggest
but
return.
but you know, the people they're paying for marketing in the short term.
They're not. Yeah,
They're not.
They're saying this is our problem. We need new people.
Yeah.
Or you guys want to go out and figure out a way to pay to get people? No,
Well, I don't get conversion from those people. Those people convert very low.
those numbers look bad for me.
Yeah,
so
no.
that's somebody else's problem.
Yeah. My bonus real big for
My bonus
Rock.
depends on this guy buying a couch glide.
But you're absolutely right. I mean, I'm running through the motorcycle ads I've seen, and it's not like, hey, come try motorcycling. Try the new Honda, small and actually pretty cool 500cc. I can't believe it's just called Honda Cool.
The only people I see advertising that is the MSF.
Yeah. Which is funny because the MSF Reality Check is the marketing arm of the motorcycle industry.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up to new riders. I mean, that it is literally what it is for.
Even then, the only marketing I see from the MSF about that is a thing on the side of a van parked in a parking lot by itself that looks like there should be dead children. Ride motorcycles now, candy inside.
It doesn't look that bad. Save that for next week. Tell Sarah all about it.
That's where I always see the trailer parked by itself in an abandoned parking lot that's clearly not loaded with bear traps.
Utah Rider Ed would like to thank Jordan School District for the use of their excellent lot at District, which has no crap on it, no light posts in the middle of it, and is actually a pretty big lot. And is also the one that he's describing.
Tumbleweeds. Not just that one, but right by my house.
That is the one I'm talking about, by your
Slick.
house. Oh, the Slick one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a big tractor trailer parked by itself in the lot. Not a trap.
Mhm.
So, like, learn to ride now.
What, they're like trying to lure 40-year-old guys in, like motorcycles inside, and then like
Motorcycles.
Hey, I heard there were motorcycles. Oh God! Oh, it's a trap! Thump, thump, thump. I'm very hard-headed, no neck.
We keep hitting him, but he just gets a bigger erection.
It didn't make any sense.
This is getting really creepy.
James also notes $4,000 buys a lot more bike than it does car. Sell them as cheap, reliable transportation rather than hobby.
That's not sexy enough.
Somewhere Andy Goldfine just went, I am summoned.
Not sexy enough.
Have you noticed actually that Aerostitch is actually hitting the younger demographic?
Are they?
Yeah, take a look at the pictures.
Okay.
Now, it could be that I'm older and they look younger. But if you look at the guys in the Aerostitch, fuck you.
That's the thing about college girls. I get older and they just stay the same.
If you look at the Aerostitch catalog,
Oh, wait, I can't make those kind of jokes anymore.
No. A lot of the people in the Aerostitch catalog are like 20 and 30-somethings now.
Okay. Still trying to.
Yeah, trying to like there's like the R3 light guy is this 20-something dude leaning on his Triumph.
What I saw was, to me, just anecdotally, what I saw with people around me. The biggest thing that got them interested in motorcycling, $5 a gallon gas prices.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's when people were coming up to me and like, how hard is it to ride a bike? Is that, can you do that?
Well, we have this class you can take.
Right. But that's what it took. It was like something like, oh, well, it's going to cost me $150 to fill up my car.
Weirdly, that was actually how I got the GS in the first place. I was commuting up and down to Heber from Park City, and it was, $5 a gallon gas. And even in my shitbag Subaru, like, that's a lot of fucking gas.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, I need something cheaper.
It was like an economic driver drove. Really, to me, made the biggest difference. I mean, or we need torque too. That would make bikes cool again.
Make it cool again. We need torque too, but like
torque
hipster
too.
torque.
Hipster torque. Hork? Hip hork? Pork?
Somebody horked our clothes, eh? Oh, yes. Yeah, Mitch does know that. How did the younger afford a Stitch? Here's your shitbag GS 500E with $2,000 of gear on.
So my gear costs more than my bike. Well, you got
can confirm.
You get your Stitch, but then you get your headlight, and then you get your helmet. Yeah, Craig's right. The BMW adventure bike, they should have a plaque for you and
Charlie of how much they love them.
It just blew the roof off of that.
It was cool.
Torque 2.
How do we make it cool? Hork.
Hipster torque. Millennial torque.
Millennial torque.
Torque 2 to torquening.
The torque.
The happening.
Torque.
We need Tom Cruise. Wait, is he still cool? Or is that just me being old?
I think it might be the second one.
Who's the kid that played Spider-Man? He's cool, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we get the people from Big Bang Theory. They're cool, right? All right, fine. We get the kids from Stranger Things. They have to be in somewhere around there.
Now the kids from Stranger Things are a bunch of little dweeby kids. And you know what dweeby kids grow up to be? Motorcycle for customers.
I was the little fat kid in Stranger Things.
I wasn't the fat kid, but I was definitely one of the dweeby kids.
You were the one with the weird hair.
You roll a natural 20?
I don't even know what that means.
Whatever, Chuck. Swine.
Oh, speaking of nerdy stuff, I'm playing Red Dead again.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go bust that out.
Well, I'm playing it on Xbox One.
Yeah,
I played for the port, so if you got Xbox One,
yeah,
Shelly was like, you guys need to do the Mexican thing again.
Yeah.
Shoot horses, blow people up. She's like,
I see nothing wrong with this.
I will make a tub of popcorn and just watch you guys do that.
Well, now. Oh my God, Chuck. People make money streaming videos now.
Oh yeah.
You and I playing that game, we could fund Wheel Nerds for the next decade on that alone.
Yeah, and the sequel's coming out next year, I think.
Yeah, I'm out of mead.
So does that mean our time is up?
Well,
are we done here?
Beer. No,
well,
it
is 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it is getting late.
It is getting late. Any questions that the 5 or so people who are on want to ask us?
Ask now while the time is still ripe.
Ripening?
Ripening? Ripe like Todd's socks. Like a thing that is ripe.
Like a thing that is ripe. Wow. That college education's really working for you.
Working it.
Communication skills.
Hey, it allowed me to buy a cheap bike.
Are you dressing up for Halloween?
Yeah.
For work at work? What are you going as?
The Tyrannosaurus.
Oh.
I gotta make that costume pay for itself. I gotta amortize that costume over a few years. Plus, it's awesome.
We can't wear masks at my work. No, I think that would count.
Oh yeah, that would totally count. Yeah. Plus, it's fun to walk into people's
bike updates.
Bike updates. Stream some Red Dead. Bike updates. Bike updates. The Bandit is kick-ass.
The
That
Bandit is
update.
pretty cool. 2 out of my 3 bikes are roadworthy.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a decent chuck ratio.
I haven't taken Goliath for a ride yet in the Euro.
Mhm.
I did order him some doggles.
Mm-hmm.
I feel weird to have him use bellows.
I have some lying around if you want to borrow them.
They're on their way now. They're coming.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, I feel weird about letting him use bellows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plus, they're pink. Not to put gender roles on my dog, but
Did you just assume that dog's gender?
I just assumed. No, I know what his gender is. He's put his junk in my face. I know exactly what that dog's gender is.
Yep.
And I'm a little envious.
Well, he is a dog.
He's a dog.
He also doesn't have opposable thumbs. So the next time you're eating an ice cream cone and he's going, you can laugh.
Yes, I do like the doggles. They work very well.
Yeah. Doggles, I had good success with Daisy. The trouble with Daisy was, of course, she was terrified of the sidecar and wanted to climb into my lap. Which is really funny when I'm saying it now. It was not funny at the time.
Bella was an excellent sidecar dog. She was awesome at it. She has so many people taking pictures of her with her pink goggles. And she was just chill there.
Drinking it all in.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I got a pair that fit my small mini schnauzer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're great. They're fine.
Mm-hmm.
The
What's
dog,
he think of it?
He was fine. I haven't taken him on. I've only taken him on one ride.
Okay.
I think I'd like to get a carrier and put it on the back rack, and then I can have one dog in the tub, another dog, the small dog up on the.
And just throw both dogs in the tub.
Because Mr. No Spatial Awareness, I'm pretty sure, would crush the shit out of my mini schnauzer.
I think you just end up with the mini schnauzer on hanging out of one side and the other dog out of the other.
No, I think what would happen is the mini schnauzer would end up at the nose of the tub, not seeing anything.
I think give him a chance, because I think you'll find that what happens is the mini schnauzer sticks his head out from under the other dog, or something.
Yeah, he'll stick his head out from under the dog, and his eyeballs will be like. Just flappity flap flap flip flip flip.
All right then.
That dog's 90 pounds.
Yeah. That was how big Rufus was.
He's 90 pounds. My mini schnauzer is like 16, 17 pounds.
Yeah.
It is not going to end well.
No, it doesn't seem likely. But the mini schnauzer is way meaner.
He is. He's a little bossy with Goliath.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Goliath doesn't seem to care.
Oh, sure. Well,
He's
it's
just-
the mini schnauzer's like, rawr, rawr.
Well, he just kind of.
He just gives his evil, angry old man look with the big eyebrows.
Well, the schnauzer's in his face barking, and Goliath is just okay.
Huh.
Okay.
Hey, the little thing is barking, guys.
Okay.
You notice this?
He still hasn't learned his name.
He's still coming together.
Someone did some training on him, though. Yes, it is Dog Nerds. I like talking about my dog.
Dog. We have sidecars, man. Dogs.
Dogs and sidecars.
Dogs. When I'm ready for a dog again, the dog will have sidecar. I'm not there yet. I'm not emotionally available for dogs. Spin-off podcast, Dog Nerds. Do you think we could get more listeners for Dog Nerds?
I'm sure the audience for dogs is bigger than
It
most
seems
of-
like it's bigger. It's less fringy, right?
Yeah, but
Are there dog podcasts? Is that a thing?
Of course, there are dog podcasts. How could there not be dog podcasts?
Oh! The local library is having a podcast educational thing.
Like what?
Well, I was like, it's about how to make a podcast. That could be sort of cool. No, it's about like, what are podcasts? How can you listen to them? I'm like, really? At this library that is, I mean, like right fucking over there. I'm like, it is almost my duty to crash this shit and be like, here are podcasts. Would you like to make one? I don't know how to make one. Can you buy a shitbag microphone and have a computer? Yes, you can make a podcast.
You can make podcasts off of your phone.
Can you just ramble your face off for like an hour? Okay, go you.
I mean, there's a lot of shows that don't do any editing at all.
Yeah, just slap it up.
Yeah. There's one podcast I listen to. The guy talks about making notes to himself in the podcast about how he needs to edit a part out and leaves it there when he puts it up.
Huh. I'm forced to go, huh, to that. I got nothing.
Yeah, I'm pretty much all tapped out.
Mm-hmm. What did you learn this week, Chuck?
We are not set up at your place to do a live stream.
I've learned I need a better camera.
And you definitely need to work out the kinks.
Mm-hmm. I have learned that your phone has a nice camera on it.
Well, it is an iPhone.
That's what we got time for this week. Until next week, I'm Todd.
And I'm Chuck.
Ride safe, everyone.
We'll see you next time. Oh, we should note that there's going to be one more episode after this one, and then we're going to take a break.
Take a break for the holidays.
So, fuck you. I'm too angry to keep doing this show. Far too angry. Far. You do it much better than I do.
Well, you got to get aggressive with it. The middle finger is all about the delivery. It's not just the hanging it up like California style. Like, I've got a middle finger and you guys should all look at it. No, you're like, fuck you.
See, I had a bad model for it. No, not the pace style. Not that long. Well, maybe that long.
No, not that long.
See, my model for the finger was my old man, and he would do it like this.
Yeah. It's not. No, there's no emotion to it. It's just kind of like out there. You're just like, here's a finger. You should check this finger out when you have them. If you're not busy, look at this middle finger. No big deal.
I've got some good news about this middle finger to tell you.
Hey, if you're not busy, I'd like to share a little news about a middle finger. No, you just fucking in their face, like just fucking right, fucking what are you on the phone?
He's still mad about the whole streaming
thing. What are you in the fucking left lane for? Get the fuck.
What?
Fuck.
You see the thing on Utah Motorcyclists today about the dude asking like how long you should make your get back whip?
I tried desperately not to read Utah Motorcyclists because I get dumber if I read it.
Oh my God. I didn't realize that was a thing people thought about. Your friend was responding. Paris?
Yes, I don't doubt she was.
You could see that she was frothing at the mouth at the idea that people were like, how long can I make it? What can I put on the end of it?
I don't doubt that she was.
When like, don't get that, get louder pipes so that people can hear you.
It was at that point that we all died inside.
I just laughed and laughed and laughed.
Thank you, and good night.
Bye.
Stop this.
See if people think it's frozen. Yes, and